All right, for this explainer, we're going to skip all the technical indicators. We're not talking about chart setups. Instead, we're going to talk about something that's way more important you. We're going to dig into how understanding your own personality is the real key to finding some consistency in your trading.
This is a question that just about every trader gets stuck on. And it feels like a technical problem, right? Like there's some secret best way to trade the markets. But what if that's the wrong question entirely? What if this isn't about the market at all?
And that's really the core idea here. Choosing between trend following and reversal trading, it's not a technical decision about which one makes more money. It's a psychological one. It's about what you can handle, what you can tolerate emotionally. I mean, are you built for long stretches of complete boredom, or can you handle the stress of being wrong over and over again? Okay, so let's start with the trend follower. The most important word to understand this style isn't trend, it's waiting. This whole approach is first and foremost an exercise in patience. Think about what this actually means in practice. Trend trading demands that you literally sit on your hands while the market figures itself out. You have to be totally okay with missing the very beginning of a move and only joining after the direction is already pretty clear. It's not about being the first one in, it's about being right for the biggest part of the ride. Let's be honest, the day-to-day emotional reality of trend trading isn't very glamorous. It's long, long periods of boredom where you're just fighting that constant urge to just do something. You have to battle that FOMO, that fear of missing out, when it feels like the train has already left the station. It's a really calm, deliberate, and often very slow process. So the bottom line is this. This style is for people who can find a sense of peace in the quiet moments. It's for traders who don't need constant action to feel like they're doing their job, and who can handle the uncertainty of a trend pausing or pulling back without totally freaking out. Now, let's completely flip the coin and look at the polar opposite, the reversal trader. If trend following is the art of waiting, then this is the art of timing. Reversal trading means you are intentionally acting when everyone else is either panicking or completely euphoric. You are betting against the herd at its most emotional moment. And the psychological cost for that is really high. You have to be 100% prepared to be wrong, not just once, but maybe many times in a row. The feeling here is a total 180 from trend trading. It's intense, it's high pressure, and it feels like every single tick on the chart matters. The biggest challenge is just handling the raw frustration of taking one small loss after another small loss, all while you're waiting for that one trade that finally catches the turn. And this is exactly why emotional resilience is absolutely non-negotiable for a reversal trader. You have to be able to take a loss and then another one without letting it mess with your head for the next setup. If a string of losses makes you want to get your money back from the market, well, this style can be incredibly destructive. So we've got these two totally different psychological profiles, right? The patient waiter and the precise timer. So what happens when your personality doesn't line up with your strategy? Well, that mismatch, that's the source of so much stress and failure in trading. And this right here is such a critical point. Your strategy could be perfectly fine. Your analysis might be spot on. But if you are fighting your own nature with every single trade you take, you will eventually break your rules. You see, the battle isn't really against the market. It's against yourself. And you can see exactly how this conflict plays out. An impatient person who's trying to be a trend trader will always end up forcing bad trades just out of boredom, or they'll cut their winners way too short. On the flip side, a trader who takes every loss personally and tries to catch reversals, well, that is a fast track to revenge trading and ultimately blowing up an account. And the result is this toxic cocktail of trading mistakes. That constant psychological friction creates stress. That stress leads to overtrading because you're trying to force something to happen. And all of that just completely destroys your discipline, which is really the only thing that's there to protect you. So what's the solution to all this? Well, it's not on your charts. It's not a new indicator. The answer is found by looking inward. It's about developing self-awareness and really getting to know yourself as a person, not just as a trader. As we look at this next slide, I want you to be really, really honest with yourself. There is no right or wrong answer here. There's only the answer that's true for you. So, take a good look at these two columns. Which one just feels more like you? Are you someone who can genuinely sit patiently for hours, just waiting for that perfect setup? Or do you kind of need more action, and you have that resilience to take a bunch of small losses without getting rattled? Trust your gut reaction here. It's probably right. And this brings us to the final, and I think the most important point. The path to becoming a calmer, more consistent trader isn't about finding some secret, magical strategy out there. See, when your trading style finally aligns with your personality, that constant stress just starts to melt away. Your decisions feel lighter. Discipline gets easier, not because you're forcing it, but because your actions are just in harmony with who you naturally are. This is the mindset of a professional. Their job isn't to make money. Their job is to follow their rules without deviation. When you focus on executing a process that actually fits who you are, profit just becomes a natural byproduct of that calm, disciplined behavior. So I'll leave you with this one last question, the most important question you can ask in your trading journey. It has nothing to do with charts or indicators or strategies. It's simply this: who am I? Once you truly understand your own psychology, you'll discover the trading style that was right for you all along.